We all want our dogs to be as healthy as possible, and two main factors that affect the dog's health are food and exercise, and in this video we will focus on the dog food. Most people want the best food for their dogs, but the market is filled with so many companies producing all kinds of dog food, and many of them using shady and false marketing to promote their brand, so it might be very hard to recognize good and bad dog food apart. The package of dog food and even the commercials are oftentimes misleading, which is why you should always look directly on the ingredient label and nutrition before purchasing dog food. In this video, I will show you 23 harmful ingredients in dog food to avoid feeding your dog. Let's jump into it. Number 1. Gluten. People avoid gluten to improve their digestion or for losing weight, but the reason for avoiding gluten for dogs is more compelling. Gluten is found in grain such as wheat or corn, and it is used as binders to form kibble. Gluten is not natural food for dogs, and many dogs develop allergies on gluten and suffer from digestive distress due to the unnecessarily high quantities of gluten in dog food. This can also cause other issues such as ear infections, hot spots, or itching. Number 2. BHA and BHT. If your dog food contains BHA or BHT food preservative, throw it away immediately. It is banned in many countries, but it can still be used in dog food even in some developed countries. BHA is considered as a human carcinogen, and it is linked with many health issues in dogs as well, such as cancer, liver damage, and kidney damage. There are plenty of healthy preservatives, but BHA is just too cheap, so the producers use it a lot. Number 3. Ethoxyquin. This is a dog food preservative which prevents the oxidation of fats and oils. On one hand, the ethoxyquin is considered as safe by regulatory agencies. On the other hand, many owners report bad effects of this preservative such as liver and kidney damage, skin problems, and other allergic reactions. Number 4. Corn syrup. Corn syrup is used as a cheap sweetener in many kibble dog food and dog treats as well. Unfortunately, corn syrup, just like refined sugar, leads to weight gain and obesity, but it can also develop diabetes. Number 5. Artificial colors. This is a no-brainer. Dogs do not care about the color of their food. Artificial colors are added to dog food only to make the food look better for the dog owner. Artificial colors have zero nutritional value and it can cause allergies. There are literally no benefits of artificial colors because dogs will prefer taste and smell and they do not care about the color. And some artificial colors such as red 40 or yellow 5 can be dangerous for pets. Number 6. Meat meal. Meat meal sounds as a good source of protein, right? The problem is that when you will see just meat meal or meat and bone meal on the food label, you never know what this actually is. But I can tell you that your dog will be fed with the worst source of leftover meat. It can be meat from diseased or dead animals or from expired meat sections. If you are buying dog food from a good brand, they will always specify the origin of the meat, such as turkey, chicken, salmon, etc. Number 7. Meat byproducts. Meat byproducts refer to any part of the animal that is not considered as a meat. It can be kidneys, lungs, liver, or intestines. And these parts are actually very good for dogs as they are a rich source of protein, vitamins, and minerals. Problem is that again, we do not know what exactly was used as byproducts because it could also be hooves or hair and similar byproducts, which is again why I should advise you to avoid dog food with meat byproducts. Number 8. Animal byproducts. Animal byproducts are similar to meat byproducts, and the main issue with them is that they are nutritionally inconsistent when used in dry dog food. Unnamed animal byproducts can be so heavily processed that little to no nutrition is left for the pet. Number 9. Animal digest. Animal digest is another non-specific protein source, basically a mixed meat broth that is heavily processed and that is oftentimes used in dog food to give the pet food a flavor. It is sprayed onto dog food to make up for a lack of actual meat flavor from meat. Number 10. Soy. Soy is a source of protein, but it is a very bad and cheap source of protein. For dogs, you should also try to give them meat-based protein. The soy protein is less usable for energy and body processes, from immune response to muscle maintenance to metabolism. It can also be difficult for dogs to digest soy, causing bloating and gas. Number 11. Rendered fat. Rendered fat is typically low-quality fat of unknown origin. Fats in general are healthy in moderation, but again, the problem is that rendered fat can be from any animal, even sick animal. You should always choose food which has fats from named sources. Rendered fat can be a source of toxins and harmful microorganisms and promote the growth of harmful bacteria and mold. Number 12. Propylene glycol. Propylene glycol is used in antifreeze, but it is also used in dog food to keep moisture in semi-moist canine foods. The problem is that propylene glycol can be toxic in large amounts. Number 13. Cellulose. The cellulose is rather new additive to dog food, and it is used as a cheap binder, stabilizer and emulsifier. The problem with cellulose is that it is indigestible. Number 14. Artificial flavors. There are plenty of delicious natural flavors, so why choosing dog food with artificial flavors? The reason why producers are using artificial flavors is that they do not use enough of the real flavor. Be skeptical about the quality of dog food ingredients when flavor needs to be added to anything, because it's often a way to hide subpar ingredients. Number 15. Melamine. Melamine is actually a plastic that is used as a filler ingredient to reach the required protein content. It is a chemical compound, and you can also find it in fertilizers or flame retardants. Melamine can be toxic to dogs, and in large amounts it might cause kidney failure. Number 16. Nitrates. Nitrates can be typically found in meat products such as sausages, and they are used as preservatives to prolong the shelf life of food. Nitrates can be toxic, and they can cause blood disorder called methemoglobin, which might cause the death of a young puppy or senior dog. You should definitely avoid any dog food with nitrates or sodium nitrite in it. Number 17. White flour. This is another filler with no nutrition value. It is a carbohydrate that can cause spike and then drop in blood sugar, causing your pup to be hungry again soon after consuming it, and it can cause obesity or diabetes. Number 18. Xylitol. This is a sugar substitute, but even though it has no calories, it can still be problematic to your dog. Xylitol can cause hypoglycemia, liver failure, seizures or cancer. Number 20. Rice. Rice, or even worse, brewer's rice, is a low-quality carbohydrate source with almost no nutrition, and it is used by dog food producers to save costs. Brewer's rice are leftovers after white rice has been processed. Rather than rice, look for whole vegetable or whole grain sources in dog food. Number 21. Sodium. Sodium is oftentimes used in dental care dog food, as it may help reducing tartar, but it is also believed that it can cause cancer and it can cause problems with digestion. You can always just brush your dog's teeth rather than using sodium dental care treats. Number 22. Vegetable oils. Most vegetables are healthy for dogs, but we cannot say it about vegetable oils. Vegetable oils typically contain high levels of omega-6 fatty acids, which are responsible for inflammation. Number 23. Salt. There should be enough salt from the ingredients in the dog food already, and I would be very cautious if the producer would add extra salt into the dog food. Balanced diet can contain less than 1% of salt, so there really is not any need to add it in dog food. Here you have it, 23 ingredients you should avoid in dog food. Since there are viewers from all around the world, I cannot recommend you any dog food brands, but this list should help you significantly to make a good choice when choosing next dog food for your four-legged friend. Thank you for watching, see you in the next video.